Welcome to the Uncultured Podcast. Welcome to the Uncultured Rules Podcast. It's your boy 17.
It's your man HM Hersham Bible. What up? What up?
And it's your man G Fly. What up, though, my babies?
Welcome to episode 57.
57.
57. Goddamn 57.
57.
Some
bitch. 57.
I reckon about
Some.
How was y'all week, man?
Man, they get longer and longer every week. Longer and more stressful.
Even though it was a short week, you ain't worked the holiday, did you?
I didn't even realize it was a short week. That's how long it was.
Damn.
It felt like a regular week.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, I mean, except for my my little mishap with my whip.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
I ain't gonna complain about it. Because what niggas gonna complain about when it's your 4 week this week coming up?
Right.
Yeah.
I ain't tripping.
All right, well, we got a good show for y'all. We don't have no guests this week, but it's the original crew, We can carry our own weight. We always do. So we're going to bring back the Detroit Tap In this week.
Yeah.
There was a story that came out about a Michigan woman. She hit the jackpot at the casino for $12 grand and then tried to take the check in to Fifth Third Bank? One of them Fifth Third Bank. I think it was in Livonia.
Yeah.
And tried to cash the check, and they said it was fraudulent. Black woman with a check for 12 G's. Oh, that's fraudulent.
Yeah,
They can't let you have that.
That's too much money.
That's too much money for you.
Can't handle that.
Can't have that. Where you get that from?
You a black woman. How you got that?
Got that.
Where you get that from?
And, the bank tried to dispute it. They tried to deny the allegations that, of course, they feel, it's not racist. It's
Not discrimination.
it's not discrimination that a black 71-year-old comes in here with a $12,000 check, trying to cash it, a fraudulent check. What you brothers think about that, man?
I mean, they don't got no way to authenticate the check there.
Yeah.
Of course they do.
So what's the problem?
Well, she was able
You a
to.
bank, don't you authenticate
All right.
checks all the time?
What's your process?
She was.
Why's your process ain't different from anybody else's process?
People can't have $12,000?
Apparently not. Apparently not. Now when
What
you
about these people who got their SSI checks and shit like that?
Right. You don't know where they...
Well, she took it to another bank and was able to cash it.
And they
No
had
problem.
no
No
problem.
problem.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah,
Probably
I wonder-
some people who look like us was at that bank. That's what I'm thinking. But for the people that don't live here in Michigan, Livonia has a history of being very discriminatory against people that look like us. So black people know about Livonia.
What is it like? What it used to be a sundown town.
I don't think it's that bad.
I don't think it was that bad,
Because
but
they still in the mix still.
they made it very clear that we don't like your kind.
Well, they are by some towns that used to be downtown.
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
And so, Dearborn used to be the same way, but shit, it kind of still is, but but it's more of us out there now.
Don't get pulled over in Dearborn.
Don't do it.
Don't speed in Dearborn.
Definitely not.
At all.
So,
Or anyway, for that fact, drive safe.
Driving the speed limit at all times.
that's a black fact for you. Drive safe
I'm just trying to save some lives.
and some money.
Yeah.
Shit.
Most importantly,
lives, though.
money.
Absolutely.
Lives
Okay.
and money.
Definitely. So, what's your quick thoughts on this just bullshit.
Yeah, that's
bullshit.
That sums it up for me.
Oh, okay.
Sounds like some bullshit.
I say, man, fuck them then. I'm gonna take my money.
Take
to
my money to
somewhere.
this other place.
Hey, look, if you know how banks work, you know that you get an account, you put money in there. You know what I'm saying? She probably even putting it in the savings account, which means they gonna be borrowing the money out and lending it.
Yeah.
This is why they made banks. So what you ain't want my money, then fuck you then. Take it to somebody who want it.
And if it's FDIC, it's
Sure.
insured money anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like,
So, yeah, to a certain extent.
I mean, usually, like, if you take a large sum of money and deposit it, they'll say, we going to take it. You won't have access to it for a few
Couple days.
because we got to
Put it on
verify
hold.
that. Yeah, we got to
Mhm.
verify that the
Yeah.
funds are there.
yeah.
Right.
Why ain't they just do that? Why they?
Yeah, because it's the way it sounds like they immediately was just like,
Yeah, like, oh, you,
Like, this
you
ain't
can't
it.
do
Nah,
that.
you
shit.
can't do that.
Listen, you ain't gonna keep me away from these G's, okay?
real shit.
You ain't gonna keep me away from this money.
And how the story was playing out, they tried to keep the check from the woman,
And how much was it again?
12,000.
12,000.
They didn't want to give it back to her, and she was like, "I ain't
hell
leaving
no.
without. I'm
Yeah,
not.
like,
I ain't leaving without this check."
Whoa, wait a minute. No. I own this. I earned this money. You ain't about to take $12,000.
Right, and I'm gonna just
That's
walk
it.
and go home. Like,
that's
okay,
what-
okay.
Yeah, man. Y'all sound
Tear this bitch
crazy.
up.
Y'all sound crazy.
So I mean, that's what I say. That was a black woman.
Yeah.
I know black brothers. Well, there's a difference between brothers and niggas. So nigga definitely ain't leaving. Hey, you gonna run me my shit?
I'm sure she has some grandson she could have
Oh
called.
yeah, no doubt about it.
Come on
Man,
up
man,
here.
come and tear this shit
They
up.
try to take my money.
They try to take
They gonna be
your-
up there with the quickness. What?
Man, that
Where you
money
at,
I was
Granny?
gonna let you borrow, they took it.
Ooh,
Where you
boy.
at, Big Mama? We covered.
They coming with a car full of niggas too. They don't give a fuck about no Livonia. They don't fuck where you at. They coming.
Yeah,
You know?
she gonna get 5 of them, get all y'all $100 a piece. He tear this bitch up.
Shit, $100 on 12 stacks ain't shit.
Yeah, but man might need.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about
He
it.
might need something going towards whatever he need, rent, or, child support, whatever.
Yeah. So
Grandma give it to it, ain't even give it to him anyway. So
yeah. So from what the story was saying, she obviously filed a lawsuit against them. I think it was Fifth Third Bank. And I say good on her. I hope she gets more because they're trying to.
hell yeah, get some more money out there.
It sounds like
'Cause
it.
I won this
You know,
12.
Fifth
I'm on.
Third got a reputation too.
Oh, the whole-
For discrimination.
I thought Wells Fargo did, but I'm pretty sure all of them did.
Is it?
No,
yeah, it
Wells
was.
Fargo,
It was,
absolutely.
okay.
Yeah, Wells Fargo.
No, Wells
was
Fargo
definitely-
Okay, yeah. My bad, Fifth Third.
yo.
It wasn't
I think they're like, don't talk about us like
Don't
that.
bring me in this.
I got shit to do with that.
Don't bring us in no Wells Fargo business.
Yeah, Wells Fargo.
I
It was
think I said
definitely
that.
Wells Fargo though.
I think I said this before, but I don't know. But I know my girl, she told me that the reason they got that stage goes in there because they take it off with your money.
Well,
Listen, man, you ain't had to have you. I'm not. You not about to have me part with $12,000. You forget that.
what that was my whole when when we was reading it. That's why I'm looking like ain't no fucking way.
Yeah,
You think you about
you
to
think I'm gonna just walk
the
out?
only way
You about to just, you think you gonna just take my $12,000? I'm gonna walk out.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The only way
What is you trying to do with my $12,000?
Exactly.
the only way I'm not getting that check back is if you depositing that shit into the
Exactly.
account.
Right.
And give me my
giving me
my bank statement.
Matter of fact,
Right.
give me a copy of the video of when I walked in this
Right.
motherfucker so it show.
I want receipts.
Yeah.
Like the lady said, receipts. I want receipts.
Man, yeah, that's crazy.
So it's just another, just the latest episode of discrimination against folk. They always calling it something. So this one is banking while black. Barbecuing while black, swimming while black, driving while black. You know what I'm saying?
Can't do shit.
That in and of itself is a segment. You can't shit.
Damn thing.
And shit. God rest her soul with Breonna Taylor sleeping while black. It's just sad.
Yeah.
It's just like fucking ridiculous, man. And it's that's just depressing. And speaking on other depressing news, well, not so much to us, but to certain people, certain demographics of the world.
Yeah.
I don't think so much here in America about the death of the death of the Queen of England or the UK.
Queen of the UK.
Yeah, Queen of the
Elizabeth.
UK.
Yeah.
Thought she was gonna live to like 160, but
I thought that. Here's a shot. Here's a nod for you conspiracy theorists.
I'm pretty sure.
I thought that reptilian blood was going to save her.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Well, damn.
That's what I said. That's for the conspiracy theorists. You know what I'm saying?
Shit! Whoa.
I'm not saying I believe in that theory. I'm just saying that the way the conspiracy theorists talked about them, you know, they're fucking reptilian. Alex Jones and his deep ass, demonic ass voice, fucking reptilian.
They're the reptilians.
Reptoids and damn, nigga. Sound like somebody crazy daddy out here, man. You know, so you know, she passed away. She was 96 years old. And, you know, we have to put things into perspective. Obviously, her death affects pale colored people differently than it does of the melanated community.
Yeah. I wonder if the people, like the black people in the UK, I wonder how they feel about.
It's a pretty good question.
The royal family.
Right. I haven't really seen anybody saying it too much.
That's a pretty great question, and I wish we had some contacts that were in there in the UK.
I got an aunt to live out there.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I wonder. Maybe I'll call her up and see what her
Definitely.
thoughts are.
Yeah, see what that is, man, because that would be great. Even if you you know, just record the conversation and be able to play it back and you know submit it if it's audio and that'd be dope.
How do you feel about
Oh, that'd be dope. You kind of set it
family.
up as an interview,
Right.
Over the phone interview, and just kind of record it.
Right.
Like, how do you feel about?
Right.
That's dope.
Yeah, that would be dope.
That's
Shit,
dope.
man, we knew we was talking about it, man. It would have been dope if you already.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
Our bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, we slipped up on that.
I mean, she died a couple days ago,
yesterday?
so that's what I'm saying. It was just kind of,
It's still fresh.
fresh, you know. So, but yeah, I mean, she passed away, and the world feels a way about it, and then Black Twitter and Black everywhere else.
They went ham.
You know Twitter get on it before anybody.
Twitter ain't got no damn manners.
None.
That body ain't got cold yet.
Right.
They was on it.
Man.
So,
All kind of jokes.
how y'all feel about that, man?
I mean, like, I don't know the lady, so no disrespect, but she's not our queen, right?
Exactly.
I
See,
don't know
I
her
got a little
personally.
offended when they say the queen. It's like you need to say the follow up is the queen of set country or set providence or whatever. But she's not just the queen, like the queen of the world. No.
Yeah, a lot of people like obsess about that royal family, but you know what I'm saying? They don't really affect my day to day.
Me neither.
No type of way. So it's like seemed like she had a nice full life. So
96.
yeah,
not
96.
Bad. Not bad.
Yeah. You hope for that.
Shit, most people wish to live half that age. You know,
Right.
so you know.
So I don't feel no type of way.
Okay, but let's go into the historical element of the British monarchy.
Colonize us.
Well, before we get into that, I'm gonna say
My bad. Yeah, I meant to go to you, brother. My fault.
I don't really feel the way either. I you know, like you said, she lived a long time or whatever. You know, that's a blessing, whatever. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
And my thing is, you know, people been on the internet pissed off about people saying anything at all about it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, if you American and you pissed off,
Yeah.
didn't your ancestors run away from over there?
Fought a whole war against them.
I ain't want to cut him off because I'm like, I'm gonna let him get that out, but I knew exactly where he was going with it. I'm like,
didn't y'all run away from over there so y'all can start this shit over here?
y'all started a whole fucking war.
You know
From her, was it great granddaddy or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know if it.
I don't know how many grapes.
I don't know how many grapes, but it's one of them.
If it was from the Victoria era or I don't fucking. I don't know.
It was a king though.
Oh, it's King.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
go.
King
okay,
George
okay.
or something.
Yeah.
I think it was George.
Yeah.
I think it was.
I saw somebody on Twitter. They put it nice. They said people, I guess people over here might be funny about it because I guess they supposed to be the parent company of the United States. I wish I got their Twitter name and shouted them out.
I mean, they kind of not lying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they funded for them of us to come over here, right?
I don't know.
I mean,
they
it was all
actually
involved in that slave trade shit. So for how it affects Black Americans or Black people in general, just not even American, just it's like the term colonizer is not a great term. It's not a term of endearment. It's just like it's literally well, I don't want to say it's a slur, but it's like you wouldn't want to be called that. You know what I'm saying?
I guess you can make it a slur because it's to a certain demographic that done it throughout history.
Yeah.
Shut up, colonizer.
Colonizer.
Fucking cracker, cracker colonizer. Hey, don't come at me for none of that shit either. Fuck y'all. That's how I feel about it. But in
Colonizer,
right up. Yeah, you want to talk about that should have been it. That should have been a button. Colonizer, right up. Jesus Christ, man. So, and the story that's connected to that about. I hope I'm pronouncing her name correctly. Uju Anya, Ujuanya.
Uju Anya,
professor of I'm drawing a blank. Carnegie. I'm drawing a blank on the rest of it because I would look it up on my phone, but So, but she said in the statement, I hope the queen dies an excruciating death.
Tell me how you really feel.
And she received some backlash, but it was more people that look like us that kind of
agreed.
Yeah,
I definitely see where she's coming from. How many millions of people suffered an excruciating death
exactly
under their rule?
But see, before I let you guys go into your spiel, that's the problem I have with white people. And I'm calling white people as a whole. The problem I have with white people is the fact that they have done a lot of atrocious, fucked up shit in history, their ancestors, and they want to blight out history. They want to block it out and act as if it never happened because they look at themselves as, well, we're not like that. We didn't do it. It doesn't matter. Your ancestors set up systems that you benefit from.
Yeah.
That have for a long time, and even still to this day, exclude people who look like us.
Absolutely. Right now.
Yeah.
So when we start talking about history, they looking at, you bringing up old shit. Why are you bringing up the past? Because the past is relevant.
It's part of history.
It's part of history that you choose to try to ignore. You try to cover it up. You try to ignore it. And then you don't understand that Black folks don't view history the same way you view history because of what you did to Black folks.
Right.
So it's the same thing, and then I'm not trying to veer too far off, but it's the same reason why Black people have a very complicated relationship with the American flag.
Exactly.
With America in general. You're not patriotic enough. Bitch, I'm not about to be patriotic enough for you. You should be grateful for being here.
Because, motherfucker, you bought half of us over here.
You're only looking at this story from one point of view.
And that's their blind spot. Yeah. That's their blind spot in their lens. They don't use empathy. They don't try to see things from other people's perspective. A Black person is not going to feel the same way about America, let alone the monarchy.
Right.
Any type of white powers, period. We don't feel the same way and look at it the same way as the rest of y'all do.
Yeah.
So do not expect Black people to bend the knee or bow or just respect your ancestral, fuck your heritage. I say that openly.
I mean, to be super patriotic would be almost. Going off the history of this shit, be damn near being like, okay with the atrocities that happened to us. So why would we be super on the boat with
love with your country?
No kind of
knowing what the history of it.
Hey, we're okay with the fact you held our ancestors as slaves. We're okay with that.
Right. We're just happy to be here.
We're happy to be proud Americans, man.
Jolly old happy.
Well, it is. It just boggles my mind that they can't understand.
That's the fucking point. That's.
You expect us just to be so patriotic and shit,
ignorance,
love.
Ignorance,
you know what I'm saying? Like
ignorance is truly bliss.
Who would get shitted on like that and just
forget about
love it? You know what I'm saying?
And again, it goes back into that point I just said about that's why they try to blight out history.
No. You know what? You know what? I think it might be somewhat tied into the entitlement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I agree
because it's like. They've been so privileged that they just feel like you should just forget about it because I have. Like, no, motherfucker, no. I can't forget about it.
It didn't happen to you.
Oh no, but that's the argument to us. It didn't happen to you.
But we're still feeling the effects of what happened.
Exactly.
Just like y'all still feeling the benefits of what happened, we still feeling the effects of what happened.
The effects happening to us, it's fucked up on you too. Mm-hmm. What people don't want to understand about society is one thing that's happening to one group of people is fuck up everybody in some sort of fashion. Mm-hmm. So why we try to vote and protest and shit about trying to have better things in our community and shit, y'all sitting there yelling, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. The same bootstraps that we don't even got boots because of the shit y'all set up.
Right.
But y'all so used to having y'all shit y'all way that y'all can't even see this shit. It's like, or y'all don't want to see the shit.
Right. Mm-hmm. So it's like if one person's grandfather slapped another person's grandfather, that could be, you know what I'm saying?
We can look past that.
We can look past that. But if one grandfather...
To a certain extent.
Right, to a certain extent.
That might be a war. Shit. The shit that happened with the Hatfield and McCoys.
I was just about to say that. Hatfield and McCoys show you something different.
Oh, no, real shit. Before you get to it, when we went down there, when I was on vacation in Tennessee, we went to their little dinner show that they have down there, the Hatfield and McCoys. And I guess it was a little joke trying to say that their little rivalry or beef started because somebody stole a pig out of the other one's yard, and that was the rumor, you know what I'm saying? And that's kind of how it was. So I'm like, I don't fucking know the real history about that shit. I mean, that's y'all shit. I don't really, I study history, but like to me, that history was irrelevant to me because I'm like, y'all just have a little family squabble. You know, like, fuck about that shit.
A little squabble grew out of control. Right. The whole country know about it.
Exactly. Y'all, both of y'all families got famous over that shit.
Y'all say it's about a pig. It might not even be about that. It might be totally different.
Yeah. So, but I definitely, what was the point I'm about to make? Kind of agree with the idea that when one group of people does that to another group of people, it does fuck it up for everybody. Yeah. Because the ones that are having the act committed to, the ones that are having the atrocities done unto them become resentful of the people that are doing it to them. And in our case, when we know about the history, and I can't speak for all of us, but I know that a lot of black people resent white people for seeing the privilege that they enjoy. And then in their eyes, they're looking at it like, what privilege? I'm poor. I'm living in the trailer and this and that. I work hard. I work hard. And it's like, you don't get it because you don't have to walk around in black skin.
Well, that's the thing about the United States, right? This country, the way they try to portray it is this is an everybody type of country. It's supposed to be for everybody, right? How they portray it.
Man, it's supposed to be.
Right. So with that type of dynamic, it's gonna be bad if one group of people is not good.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? If they not, straight like the rest of everybody, almost the rest of everybody else, we gonna have issues. It's gonna be problems. Yeah. So, I mean, look at it. We've been having problems ever since then because they don't want to do the proper thing to fix the problem.
Exactly. And
because it's supposed to be based on equality and liberty.
Justice for all.
Yeah, justice for all, but it's not that way.
It's not. And we realized that we started off the conversation talking about the Queen and her death and all, but by us being Americans, it also translates because the so-called founding fathers and the enslavers over here, even though they were fighting against the monarchs were doing the same exact shit to other African nations and other nations in general. What was the motto of the British Empire? It was the sun never sets on their empire.
Oh, so I mean
because
they
had their hand in every country, everywhere. So it's like the sun never sets on our empire, because if it's dark somewhere, it's bright somewhere in our empire, because we all over the globe.
Right. Yeah.
And so it's just like, you guys put this in the media, and in the media, of course, the media is going to go nuts because it's white people who run the media, but those stories about those people whose countries were colonized, their voices don't get heard. And except for if you go on the internet, and then you go on the internet with like the professor, Uju Anya, who's and other black folks. I don't want to just leave them out. A lot of black people get to say how they really feel about it, and then you get the pale complexion people who get offended by these people's point of view, but. These people speaking from these different countries, their countries were colonized by the fucking monarchy.
Right.
So when your head dies, it's like, of course they're gonna feel like fuck y'all because of what you did. You raped our country of our resources. Yeah. You raped and sodomized and brutalized our people. You literally tried to destroy us with genocide and diseases and all types of shit. You took over our lands and
resources.
You changed cultures and got rid of our customs, and you imposed your will upon us. So it's like that word colonizer. It has layers to it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And see, we speaking on the American behalf because we were born here in America, but we are empathetic to our brothers and sisters around the world.
Absolutely.
Not just black and brown, other people, Asian brothers and sisters. That's what I'm saying. We can use empathy.
I mean, like I said, man, the only reason that they over here, that most of us over here, except for the Native Americans and some of the Africans that was already here, is because they sent them over here. Go over there and take what's over there.
Yep.
For us, in the name of us.
Yep.
In the name of
the king.
And what it was is, you want to talk about the revolution, is that the monarchy followed the same playbook they always followed. The only difference was the white people over here knew what the playbook was. And they said, nigga, we know what you're doing. You ain't gonna do that shit to us. Because we know what game we know what type of time you
came over here to get away from y'all.
Exactly.
They came over there. They came over here for them.
Yeah, exactly.
Then they was like, well, we like it over here. We're not under direct. We're not under direct rule.
We can have our own shit.
Right.
The taxes start going up for certain shit.
That's what it was.
They was like,
it was the
whoa.
Yep.
They were like, whoa, nigga.
Yep. You trying to
taxing us all the way over here? Hold up, nigga. What the fuck?
And this is where you got the Boston Tea Party. And that's when all the shit started.
Yep. And then, as black people like to say, that's white people shit. But unfortunately,
that wasn't we was
in it because we was still in it because we was in bondage.
We standing next to them, so
right. Yeah. So
not by choice.
Right. Yes, not by fucking choice. Let's not leave that out.
And we fought in some of them wars.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna make I was gonna make a metaphor. I was gonna say something that was probably gonna come off sounding kind of mean. So I'm gonna let that ride. And, I'm gonna be PC today, because we do have people that listen worldwide. So for any of us, for anybody watching this show, we're gonna say this ahead of time. Well, it's not really ahead of time. You already saw a rant. We apologize if we've
Please
offended.
don't take offense.
We are giving our perspective as black people.
Yeah.
And you have to understand that our view of your rule, of your monarchy, isn't going to be the same from our perspective.
Right.
And if you use the argument of, well, it didn't happen to you, we are empathizing with the people who it happened to. Yeah. That's not a hard concept to understand.
Yeah. Look, man, some people over there in your own country got their own opinion on that. That's not the same as yours.
Yeah.
Everybody got opinions like assholes. So
and I think they had a wonderful opportunity to kind of change the narrative about the monarchy.
Yeah.
With Meghan Markle, and see what happened there.
And I didn't want to bring that up. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. I'm just gonna shut the fuck up on that.
Look,
I already apologized, because if I say something, I'm gonna have to apologize again.
Look, I mean, you can tell you can tell what happened there, because everybody else was like, oh, she's I'm gonna rush to see what's going on.
Right.
Megan was like, yeah, I'm not going anywhere. You go ahead, Bill. I'm gonna sit here.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask this final question on that. Do you think the professor Uju Anya? I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. If I'm not, I sincerely apologize.
Yeah.
But do you think she should get dragged for what she said, or do you think that her opinion was valid because she comes from one of those countries that was colonized?
I'll start this off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely. She shouldn't at all be. It's her opinion.
Yeah.
She just saying her opinion. And a lot of other people feel the same way. So what you gonna do? Run around to everybody who got that same opinion and try to shut them up? Like,
Right. Yeah.
It's her opinion.
You, sir?
Yeah, I would have to agree. The words of her saying, I hope she dies of excruciating death. The words, that can't hurt worse than somebody actually dying of excruciating death.
So do you think, so a follow-up, do you think it was too far?
No, she said how she felt. You know what I'm saying? Would I have said it? I'm probably not.
Okay.
But, yeah.
What say you, brother? Do you think it was too far?
No. Going off of what she's alluding to is the history.
Right. You said she a history professor, right? Or is it?
I don't know if she was a history professor, but I know she has a lot of knowledge, obviously, of their history, of what happened in there.
She knows what happened under her.
She says she was Nigerian. Right. She's Nigerian, so you can relate.
Yeah.
Half Nigerian.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, so their rule. To this day they over there making a lot of money off them Africans.
Yeah,
not helping. Them Africans is not getting what they supposed to be getting for what they have over there.
True.
Their resources.
I mean, right. The biggest diamond that was ever found in Africa, they took that, right?
Yeah.
It's worth over $400 million.
For one diamond.
Yep.
Yeah. They cut it up. Some of it's intercepted. The other one is in their crown.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then the other big pieces, I guess in their vault or whatever they put the jewels at.
So to add on that, to piggyback on that, right now, yes, the pink people are still over there trying to fuck over Africa, but right now it's the Chinese.
Everybody over there. A lot of people over there.
So I mean, but dominantly, primarily now it's the Chinese over there now. So and
carving up stuff.
So it's like, oh, come on, black people, we gotta do better. We gotta, that's our shit. Them is it. But I I'm not gonna go into no whole diatribe about that.
We should start going over there. We should start, you know what I'm saying, interacting,
stirring up shit.
No. We should start. You should start being more of, you know, brotherhood.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
A diaspora. Yeah.
You know
I
what I'm
agree.
saying? That is our home country.
It is.
So we should
our whole
be
continent.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, our home. My bad.
Yeah, because we don't know where the fuck we come from. Well, you do, but me and Fly probably don't.
Right. Yeah.
I know I don't.
We somewhere around here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They should embrace us, and we should, you know what I'm saying, embrace them. And we do that and start working together, start going over there, buying land and working together and shit like that.
Don't say that too loud. You know, Whitey listening.
I mean, they want us
the dark one.
They want us to go anyway.
Yeah.
And that's what they be saying.
That's
go
what they
home.
want.
Go back to Africa. Really? Okay. A lot of it, but to end this, a lot of people though are. I be seeing a lot of articles about people going over there that in the African continent, many various countries.
Yeah,
and they like
I've seen a couple of documentaries on YouTube.
Go over there with like $2,500 and just be,
you can take $25 and get a nice plot of land over there.
That's what I'm saying. And
that's what. We'll speak about it off mic, but
you know, we gonna talk about it.
We ain't giving y'all no game.
We'll talk about it.
Same $1 million worth of game, nigga.
But everybody should do the same because
hey, don't say that. Yeah, no, fuck that.
No, we want to give the game because we want.
I'm talking shit. I'm talking shit.
You already know my motto. You know my motto.
I'm talking shit, man.
I got it. You got it too.
Absolutely. Yeah, I stand by that. I agree with these brothers. Or just on
some people not gonna do it.
Shooting the shit. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk. It's definitely gonna come up again.
Right.
So no, what I'm saying, we're gonna talk about it off mic.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm all for that.
Because I want to know. I want information.
All right, man. We're gonna transition. We're gonna switch gears and we're gonna talk about the self-hate. So got a clip for that, and we'll chime in on the other side.
Yes, sir.
I never dated a black guy, never will. They all call me racist. I am not racist. Yeah. I've only had white chicks to me, and that's how, they all call me racist. I am not racist just because I say black guys are ugly. No, that doesn't make me racist. It's a personal preference. You know what I mean? I date who I want to date. I hate when black guys try to hit on me. I hate when Mexican guys try to hit on me. No! Hot, sexy white guys only. Right, Patrick?
Yeah, I like that.
Good. Jason, have you ever hooked up with a black girl?
I have.
Oh, he said he has. Actually,
darker than me, the sweeter the juice.
and actually, Patrick, I'm not black. I'm tan. I'm dark tan. I'm dark tan.
Really.
Raggedy bitch.
Damn.
No, I had to say that one for her. I'm sorry, and I don't never call women that way, especially black women. But this black woman, this dark woman who's saying this shit, talking all this hot shit. Oh, I'm not black. I'm tan, bitch.
All right, Patrick.
I always say, man, people entitled to their opinion. They're entitled to their preference. But when you get to the point where you dissing one race to try to big up another race, you ain't got to do all that shit. Just take your ass over there to Mayo Land and enjoy. You know what I'm saying?
Mayo Land.
You ain't gotta
enjoy, love.
Right.
I'm going to coin that term. Going over there to Mayo Land.
You ain't got to try to down motherfuckers because you like what you like. Just go over there and like what you like. Shut the fuck up.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree. That's what you like. That's what you want. Well, stay your ass over there. Hey, listen, man. Nobody's really caring that you prefer a white person over black men. Nobody's really caring. I mean, if they, it might be some of them that might be mad. They shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck.
No.
So
stay your ass over there. So what?
I'm not retracting my raggedy bitch line, especially for her, because I believe that was deserved. And my whole thing is in a way, I understand what she's saying. Because I don't dig on white swine. I don't dig on white women. I don't find them attractive. But by me saying I don't find them attractive is not putting them down.
Yeah, you're not saying.
I'm not talking bad about the race of women. I'm not talking about the race of people. I'm saying
nobody getting on and comparing them. Like,
Right.
I don't like white bitches. I don't deal with white women. Bad girl magic. That's better. Ooh. Nobody's saying that shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, I mean, it might be some people who said, but you're not saying.
Well, no, I'm not. Exactly.
Nobody in the room is saying
exactly.
This, you know what I'm saying?
I'm saying my preference is.
This ain't your cup of tea.
Unfortunately, my preference is this woman was dark. She's the type of not personality wise, but as far as like complexion and
if you had a
she said she's not dark. She's tan.
Fuck with that. Man,
she's like
I ain't trying to hear that bullshit.
She got that twisted mindset.
She's not black. She's OJ.
Okay.
I like that. Okay.
I don't know. She's up there talking about I'm 10, Patrick. Yeah, you just wish you was 10. You wish you was 10. Did you peep Patrick?
Yeah.
Black of the meat, sweeter than the juice. Patrick.
Like, what?
Patrick, we can tell you don't season your shit. You like
meat, sweeter the juice.
You like raisins in your
Potato salad.
Potato salad.
Jesus Christ.
Sweet meathead ad boy.
He couldn't even get the saying right. You know what I'm saying? You know,
if it ain't white, it ain't right.
He did
He
say
got that one right.
He got that because that's they shit.
Right.
Well, it ain't white, no, ain't right. Can't forget that word right.
Know that one.
No, that one like the back of his pale ass hand. Shit. But you know,
what kind of ostrich is you eating?
Sweet meat.
Sweet.
What is that, deer?
That teriyaki.
Fucking sweet meat. Nah, man. Like I say, she's definitely entitled to her. Like we all agree, she's entitled to her opinion. But you don't have to go out and bash black men. You might have had one or two bad experiences, but that doesn't mean that those two people, those two gentlemen, brothers, whatever, they don't represent us as a whole. Just like whatever negative experiences I might have with a black woman does not represent black women as a whole in general.
Right.
So that's where people get things misconstrued.
Generalization
will get you in trouble every fucking time.
Yeah.
So just don't do it. It's not worth it.
And baby, we ain't missing you.
No.
We ain't missing you at all.
Not at all.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Have fun. Just hope he, you know what I mean, he's letting you meet his parents.
Right.
That he's dropping you off in the front of the house.
Well, the thing, remember, like we said off mic, the conversation we had off mic, it's like, man, don't hate me, sisters, okay? Please don't. But it's like some of the ones that have this gripe, this grudge against the fellow black man, they feel like they can just run to the white boy, like that's your white knight in shining armor, like literally. And you think that they're gonna be the ones to save you. And it's like and I'm not saying it ain't no white brothers out here that don't like sisters. I'm saying like generally would like I want to be with this woman, like I want to marry this woman, I want to, but most of them
there's white men that's what they prefer, black women.
Yeah.
I'm saying, but a lot of them, they just kind of want to just fuck them, because
there is a fetish.
Yeah, it could be
for
fetish.
some people.
Oh, it's definitely a fetish.
Yeah.
I mean,
for some people, it's definitely a fetish.
Yeah, and again, I can't generalize, but I'm saying the way I'm speaking in terms of, I'm speaking to the women that do generalize. I'm gonna go find me a white man. Okay, because they say that as an insult to us.
Yeah, they get up there and they like. They want to display it in front of everyone like it's big shit. Like ain't nobody giving a fuck. You know what I'm saying about you want to go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying. See, that only works on people who not secure with themselves.
Yeah.
Bingo.
So you can sit there and tell a secure man, I'm going to do a white man. He gonna say, well, go fuck it. Go get a fucking white man.
Exactly.
Right? Because a secure man understands that. The motherfucker ain't no better than me.
Right.
There's motherfuckers, they mistreat. It's white men who mistreat their women. I mean, I don't even want to get into the numbers, but you can check them out yourself.
Yeah. You do your own research. But I guess because the women who say that, I guess they feel away because some of the brothers have strayed and went after white women because everybody has their reasons, and I'm not finna. And because I mean, personally, I don't give a fuck if you find it offensive. I don't give a fuck if y'all find it controversial. I just believe mainly solely in black on black love. I believe in black love completely. So straying outside of your race, I'm not going to be judgmental and say, oh, you shouldn't do that. And no, everybody's entitled to do what they want. But my personal belief is I just believe in black love in general. I mean, that's because we have been taught to hate ourselves for so fucking long. And a lot of that brainwashing still persists to this day because people have it in their mind, brothers and sisters. Oh, I'm gonna go find me a white girl.
Yeah,
the white bitches treat me better.
Yeah, I was about
and
to say,
stupid shit like
I've
that.
heard it on
that's
on
what
the
I'm
men's
saying.
side too.
Well, I can't leave them out.
Like, man,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
just
nigga,
go and do you.
You know how many good sisters it is out here?
You got to down.
That's my whole
down
point.
The sisters
And
on the way out.
This is the thing with somebody who's they treat me better. Woo.
You ain't dated every black woman.
That's a good one. That's the biggest one.
Yeah.
But this the other thing that you got to take into consideration. You don't understand the whole. We don't understand everything behind that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because you can sit there and say, they treat me better. It's a lot of women that black women could treat you better.
Mm-hmm.
But if you just feel like you want to date a white woman, just say that. You ain't got to make
exactly.
You ain't got to put them
That's
down.
my whole point.
You making an excuse for why you want to go and do what you want to do.
Exactly.
Or do what you want to go and do what you want to do. And she don't got to bash black men doing what she want to do. You ain't got to bash black women into doing what you want to do.
Right.
So yeah, the clip we played was of a dark skinned black woman sitting, and I guess she wasn't in his lap, was she? She was just kind of leaning on him or whatever, and they was in the car.
Like that.
Whatever. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all already seen that.
Which is, she doing all that. It might be taken to some of them as the stereotype of what they already think of a black woman.
Yeah, exactly. And then there's when you brought up the word fetish, that came to my mind because, I don't want to get vulgar and vile, but it's certain things that they want to do to those black women. Let's just put it that way, because black women are over-sexualized in this country and around the world, really. Yeah. And a lot of people kind of only look at them as good for sex. And didn't we play a clip like that before? Black women are only good. When my man said they was only good for breeding or some shit. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. And that came from a nigga. Not a black man, because I ain't gonna call him a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because a black man got respect for the sisters. There's a difference. For the white people watching this show, there's a difference between a black man and a nigga, and you learning today if you don't already know. Okay,
gonna learn today.
So
right now.
Ain't no niggas on this show. We black men, respectful brothers, and you don't like our language, fuck you. It doesn't matter. And then I say fuck you with the biggest fuck you ever. But just in general, the point being is they have fetishes. They want to use these black women for certain things, and I'm not gonna get too sexually explicit, but you can kind of get a generalized idea what they want to do, and so it's like and they fall. I don't fault, in particular, just anybody. If they try to say love is love, and I kind of don't buy that. I don't buy it.
Why is it?
Because you could say love is love, but it's like all these people out here, you can't find somebody to love that.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
That's because that's. I'm not saying that you can't love other people. Yeah, and because I know people, if they watch this, they'll try to come at me and tag me. I don't give a shit. Your opinion don't matter to me. But I'm saying, out of all these people, you can't find somebody that kind of carries your lineage and just kind of, and because I don't feel upset about a white person saying, I won't stick to who's white. That's fine.
Yeah, we said that.
That's
before.
good.
We talked about that.
That's fine.
Before.
We don't take offense to that.
Right.
Because every other race people do it. The Arabics don't want their women sleeping with black men. That's a fact. Same thing with all of those races of people. Indians, they don't want them people stepping outside of their shit. They still arrange marriages for them.
Yeah.
Shit. So what the fuck? So, you know, again, we're not trying to impose nothing on nobody because everybody has the right. Shit, I know people with you know, interracial spouses and have biracial children and all of that. That don't mean I look down upon them. Of course not.
You know, it just, there's no problem with it. Just the only problem is you do not have to put the race down to
you don't
go
have
do
to
what you want to do.
degrade
Because what it really
your race.
right? Because what it's looking like is you trying to make an excuse for why you want to go and do what you
Right.
want
You
to
don't
do.
need no excuse. You like it.
Just
Fuck.
do what you
Just do what you do.
right.
Because when you saying that, all that's coming in my mind is, oh, you know, motherfuckers is gonna be on your ass about it, and so you gotta make up. Well, black men don't do this, and or black women don't do this, and so you go off and do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Just do what you want to do. Period.
Yeah.
So
Whenever you say a generalized statement, it's just not true. Because you can't make a generalized statement.
And a lot of people
group
do it
of
all the
people.
time.
yeah.
They do it all the time. Even black women, black men, and black women do it all the time. Man,
Yeah,
these big
absolutely.
black women.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah,
on,
you-
Black women
can't-
don't do that.
and then
Shut
black
You
men-
lose me.
black-
It's the
Right,
second
yeah,
you say
you-
that. You lose me.
Yeah,
I didn't even got to
second
listen
you-
to the rest of your sentence. It's like
Right. Y'all don't even need to hear the rest.
Nope.
Sounds
you on some
bullshit.
fuck shit.
Yeah, you know, for me, it's easy for me to navigate through this shit and not have no feelings and not or nothing
Yeah.
about this because I just fuck with me.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But as far as just in general,
Yeah.
but you know, when it comes to my preference, I love black women. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's just what it is. I'm not gonna put down anybody else because of it. It's just that's just what it is.
Yeah.
Well, I just know, you know, I've self-incriminated myself. So when this podcast do blow up, they're going to be looking back like, oh, yeah, we saw what you said on episode 57.
Okay.
You know, we see how you feel about interracial dating and all of that. And not one time did you hear me say the words of saying, you know, I don't think y'all should be doing that. I don't think I said that.
Nah, you just said you love black love. That's why.
That's it. I'm rooting for black love. I'm rooting for everything and everybody that's black.
Yeah.
That's it. And you know, that's not a shot at anybody, so please don't take offense to that. I just feel like we've been divided and conquered to some degree for centuries, and it's time for us to rebuild, like you were talking about that brotherhood, reaching out and reestablishing the brotherhood on the African continent. We can also start doing that here at home.
Or just throughout the whole, what's the word again?
Diaspora.
Diaspora.
And just be better towards everybody in general. We all need to be better towards each other because we all need each other to survive.
Yeah.
It's that simple. So, you know, if y'all want to come for me in the comments or just want to talk shit about me, that's fine. I welcome it. It's fine. Shit. Shoot it in an email too. Leave a comment on YouTube. It doesn't matter. I'm not saying it for shock value. I'm saying it because that's
We're gonna have
where I
a Google,
stand on it.
We're gonna have a Google number. You can leave a message.
Oh, yeah, we're going to get
We
that.
might get it, and we might not care.
We ain't
Just
gonna
wait.
care. I definitely ain't going to give a shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just-
I mean, you can waste your air all you want to.
I mean, you know, we appreciate people who comment, whether good or bad, you know, because it's like, okay, well, you're interacting with the show. You're watching
Obviously,
the show.
you watched. Obviously,
cool.
you watch, and that's
It's
cool.
fine. You know, we appreciate it, good or bad.
Everybody,
You see-
everybody has opinions.
Yeah, you got to take the Donald Trump approach, man. You got to see you can learn something from even your enemies now, you know?
I don't even see him as an enemy. He's just him.
Just a Trump.
He's just him.
Just a chump. I mean, Trump.
Just a Trump.
Just a,
I don't see him as a friend. I don't see him as an enemy.
It is what he is.
I see him as an enemy. I don't give a fuck. I see what that motherfucker doing, and I don't like it.
Yeah, I mean, I watch motherfuckers. They, you know, they don't get that much energy from.
Yeah, like a snake. You know,
Definitely
I
that.
don't see a snake as my enemy, but you know, I know
know
how
what
to,
a
I knew how to
snake- you know
move
what a snake
around
do.
it.
You know what a snake do.
You know what? I'm gonna use your analogy. You know, when it comes to a snake, I just expect the snake to be
Yeah,
a snake.
Snake.
exactly. Snake gonna be a snake.
There's an old joke Chris Rock saying, "Tiger win, tiger."
Exactly. It's a fucking tiger.
That ain't no bad tiger. That's a tiger. Tiger went tiger.
Right.
Hey, man, a snake on snake, a tiger go tiger.
Exactly. Trump
Oh,
go Trump.
Trump on Trump. All right,
He ain't
man.
load that up. He ain't load
Nah,
that
he
drum
didn't.
roll up.
I don't know why it ain't working, but it's
Fail.
right. Fail.
Womp womp womp.
All right, so we gonna move on to the one you brought up, man. That yeah, because I don't know what
the soft girl era.
Yeah.
I was listening to another podcast. I was listening to So Shameless. Shout out to them. It was talking about they had a clip of a girl talking about soft girl era. If anybody don't know what it is, it's like,
soft girl era.
yeah.
Okay.
If anybody don't know what it is, it's basically like, girls that it's almost like opposite of,
Going back to being feminine and
it is, but it's like to try to help them see what it is. It's more like the opposite of city girl,
city girl. Yeah.
or hot girl summer or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that camera went out.
All right.
But basically, like you said, women act more feminine. She more softer instead of being aggressive and barking at her dude or whatever. Not that barking. Not on some DMX. Rest in peace.
R.I.P. the dog.
RP.
But yeah, that's basically what it is. What y'all thought about that?
So, if my understanding is correctly, you're saying is there's a kind of like of a movement of women going back to being traditional.
I don't even know if they would accept the traditional.
Well, yeah, because of all the pronouns and shit now.
Yeah, it's getting complex.
And it shouldn't be, but that's ain't gonna get in it. Ain't gonna go there. Ain't gonna go there. I got enough enemies already.
Because it depends on what you say with traditional.
I'm trying to
Because
think
if you say traditional and you saying like you know the word that they don't like,
Not feminine.
submissive.
That's tradition. That would be considered traditional, right?
Well, I think I'm not disagreeing. I'm not disagreeing with that. I just think when they hear the word submissive, they don't understand that there are very strong, powerful, submissive women. They think it's an oxymoron. They think it can't be both, but it's like it can be. My wife has her moments where she's submissive. She has her moments, but she's a strong black woman, and
that's the other thing they not going for is strong black women.
What do you mean?
Not going for it.
Yeah, I'm hearing a couple people because it insinuates that they got to be
Oh yeah,
all the time.
Yeah, I get that.
I agree. I can see that, but I mean,
I guess they saying they tired.
Yeah. They tired of being strong.
Yeah.
so they want to go back to where the men lead. Is that kind of what I'm getting at?
I guess they want to. I don't want to put a load on all the time. I'm usually got to be strong because I just why can't I not it's.
I just think people just want to be fucked and not have any commitment. Just people just want to get fucked and just. I don't want any of the responsibility of a relationship or marriage.
This is just what they saying.
We just gonna
more muddy by the day.
I'm just gonna.
We would have to have a woman on the show to
absolutely
dive into that more.
Definitely.
I mean, coming from me, I'm listening to women. I'm listening to my own woman saying certain things, and so I could kind of say, but it's not gonna cut across.
Yeah,
better than when
if she would
a woman sit here and say.
I think everything is just gonna go to transitioning and just universal term is open. Everything's gonna be open. No, I'm serious. That's how you wrap it all up in a nutshell. Just say open because
they're not gonna go for that because people still want exclusivity.
Structure, yeah.
I'm sorry. That wasn't for you, man. That was.
I know it ain't for me. I know how you feel. I know how you feel. I understand. I understand.
Hey, don't use this camera for that
I'm
one.
using.
Don't use-
I'm gonna make that slow mo. Just think of the face, dog. Our clip of the week.
Man.
But check
I'ma
this.
just
But check this, man.
Go ahead, man.
As far as the topic, I'm not really cool with that term.
I'm a little confused still.
look, I'm trying because
What do y'all want? Y'all
because
want
it's
to be?
very
Want to be city girls? Y'all want to? I don't know.
This is why I'm not cool with it, because it seems like it's a trend.
Just like the city girl thing was a trend. Like just be who you are.
No, the thing is,
Stop following trends.
God. And I had to see my girlfriend sent me that part of the podcast, right? And I had to tell her when I got on the phone with her, I said, "See, babe, this is one of the reasons why I love you so much, man, because you don't follow that shit.
Yeah.
She just who she is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just if you one way, you just get better and go the other way.
Right.
I mean, I don't want to say get better, like, you know. You if you see a change in your life, you need to make the change.
everybody improves every day.
Yeah.
We all work on
growth.
ourselves. It's growth. Exactly.
Yeah.
To me, when you try to it's trendy like this, that means when the trends come and go.
Yeah.
That means when it goes. Now what is you after this?
Yeah. Who are you next?
Who am I supposed to be with after this?
Yo, you going in eras, right? This
Because if you
city girl era,
because if you so girl now, and this is what I like, and you go to city girl,
Yeah. So in
I'm
the
supposed
future,
to
I
stick
ain't gonna
around.
like you, right?
I'm supposed to stick around for city girl again. Like,
We back in city girl again. Damn.
you for the streets after that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just too much trendy shit, man.
Yeah.
Again, everything is a fucking fad now.
It just sounds like you put on for the internet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You just putting on. I understand if you saying that, you know what? Because to me, it just seems like they done did the other shit and they figuring out.
It's not what they thought it would be.
This shit backfired.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to, get respect and get what I wanted out of this, but I'm
still
lonely.
I'm still not
not having
fulfilled.
what I want.
With doing this shit.
Again, that's how now you two motherfuckers understand now what I was saying last week about Sapio shit.
Yeah.
That's how the way y'all feel about this, and I feel this way too. But that's how I felt about being sapiosexual. Like, y'all slapping all these labels, y'all want to do all this unnecessary shit instead of just finding someone that you are compatible with. And even if you got to find compatibility within yourselves, because a lot of you motherfuckers are fighting demons on the inside. Mm-hmm. You're fighting yourselves.
You know what? You're not wrong about that.
So
this is why you gotta love yourself before you love somebody else.
Exactly. And a lot of people, I'm just as guilty. I have different sides that try to come out of myself. I have different parts. I have ebbs and flows of life, and where it's like, depending on what mood I get in because of what situation I'm being presented, whether it's a positive one or a negative one, sometimes I have that inner spiritual battle within myself, and I have to control with who emerges, because who emerges depends on how that situation is gonna outcome.
You are who you are depending on the situation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so in this instance with the women, it's just like, stop, just not even just women. I'm not even just picking on women. Y'all in general, stop fucking following trends. Learn how to think critically. Learn how to be who you are. Okay? Be comfortable in your skin. These things all sound cliche, but they're not. You got to really think deeply about this shit. Like, seriously. It's like, I'm gonna sound like a broken record. I've always did shit my way. I never bounced to the tune of somebody else's drum.
Yeah, I mean,
Y'all have heard me say this shit 1,000 times. And y'all have watched me through the years. I didn't do what the fuck everybody else was doing.
right.
Motherfuckers look at me, motherfuckers who know me, hey, did you hear the latest? They don't even ask me no more because they know. Did you see the latest? Don't ask me. You know I didn't. Because I don't do shit when everybody else do it.
Yeah.
So I'm intentionally always late to the party on fucking purpose, because I'm not going to do it just because everybody's fucking doing it. Yeah. And see,
I ain't following you just because you beating the drum. That ain't my rhythm.
that's it. And a lot of times, I'm gonna use that. A lot of times, the drums that y'all beating are not going to my rhythm of life. It doesn't gel with me. So therefore,
I ain't budging.
I'm gonna do what I do.
Yeah.
And motherfuckers be like, you know, when Kadario was here, remember when we had the ladies here, and the nigga cracked a joke about the clothes that I was wearing, talking about 2005 and shit like that. He was making fun of me. He was making fun of me on that shit, but I didn't get offended by it because it's obviously it's jokes. But I have a way that I dress. That's me. I don't give a fuck what's in. I don't care if it's in style or what's trending. I don't give a fuck what everybody else is doing.
Right.
This is me. This is what I do. Right. And so it's like, you know, people are always going to be judgmental and say something. So, like, I got to think about motherfuckers who wear tight pants. Men, of course, not ladies, but men who wear tight pants. That's only going to go so far because some dudes, that's they shit. I need my pants tight for whatever reason. I will never understand. But that's not for me to understand.
Right.
That's your shit. That's your shit.
What they like.
But
The
the way we'll figure that out is when that shit go out of style.
Will they still do it?
Will you still be doing it?
Right. Right.
That's the whole thing.
That's
like
true.
motherfuckers talk about me wearing my do-rag all the time. Who the fuck still wears it? Especially when I be wearing it with my cap. It's like, who the fuck I still do it? That's why. Because I'm me and I'm not, this is my shit. This is what I do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I wear chains, I wear beads. It's like, I'm not trying to mimic nobody. I created my image. You know, when people always want to say, well, we are gods and this, that. Well, if you a god, invent your own damn image, nigga. Stop following what everybody else doing.
Speaking.
That's a fact.
Speaking gospel.
Be yourself.
Amen.
But people don't want to.
Tabernacle.
People don't.
Cathedral.
Oh, shit. There you go. I knew it. I knew it was coming.
Mosque.
All right. I didn't went on my little tangent. Because I'm just, you know, I don't know. I teach this to my sons about being yourself. And I say this on the show every weekend because I know my kids sneak and watch the show. And, I don't care.
Yeah, they watching?
Man, they sneak and watch this shit. I know they do. So,
That's cool.
I didn't, whatever. But but I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Because if this is one way that they get to know their dad, it's like this is how dad interact with other folk. Yeah, because when they know me, they know me as dad. So I'm in dad mode and I'm talking act a certain way. But when I'm with my fellas, when I'm with my brothers, I act differently.
Right.
Shit. I'm not you niggas' daddy, so I ain't gonna be talking to y'all that way.
Not at all. Absolutely not.
So, but my final thought on it is if soft girl era, to me it just sounds like some women want to go back to playing a traditional role. My thing is, let them. If you want to, and I'm specifically speaking to women, don't judge the other women for what they want to do. Just like you don't judge people for their sexuality. If a person want to be gay, they're gonna be gay. You know what I'm saying? In other words, everybody should just be in your own lane. And if being in your lane is being trendy, cool. But when that trend fades, stay true to who you are. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to ride the next wave. All y'all niggas is surfers out here. Everybody trying to ride the next wave, next wave.
You're gonna end up doing something that don't fit with your life.
That's the whole point.
And it's gonna fuck your life up.
And that's the whole point. So I, man, I'm gonna be myself until I'm no longer here. And shit, nigga, 60 years old still wearing a do-rag. You damn right. I don't give a fuck. Shit, and probably get buried with one too. I don't give a fuck. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that.
But I'm saying in general, everybody gonna be who they is, and shit, that's high school shit. Niggas now, our age, like if you still trying to do what's cool, but man, your priorities fucked up. So as far as the women, let the women be the women. If you want to be masculine women, be masculine. I mean, it's a dude out there for that. It's a dude out there for that.
For every type of woman, it's a dude out there for that.
Real shit. Just like we talked about the last segment.
I mean, you can't. I mean, that's the thing. You can't switch it up to try to.
Yeah.
Just so you can mess with folks.
Yeah, that's good. You're just gonna mess up your whole.
Trick Daddy said something that stick with me. He said, "A friend to everybody is a friend to no one."
True. I agree.
But my last comment on this is, like you said about the skinny jeans, we're going to see what it is after that goes.
Right.
Which is why I say I don't like it because it's trendy.
Yeah.
And after the consensus on the internet decides that, skip this it's fucking nigga being fuck nigga free. Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah, I know.
And you gonna switch to that? Or you gonna stay true to being this right here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only time will tell.
Only time will tell.
Only time will tell. My watch is a snitch.
Yeah.
That's a bar you use.
I told you.
Uh-huh.
I told you this.
I know, right? That sounds like a bar he used.
I told you.
Anyway, so we gonna we gonna move on to Pander Slender.
Panda slender. Oh, that's
the
The clip.
Dating this guy for about a year.
Thought it wasn't gonna work for me.
And, I like to buy gifts. I bought him a nice watch, nice cologne, let's say cologne, right now, perfume, nice shirt. But my friends feel like that's the role of a man. He should buy you nice things and not the other way around. I'm receiving as well. I don't spend more.
Relationships are not 50-50. I've been in a bunch of them.
Okay.
Marriage is not 50-50. Marriage is 85-15. The dude gets the 15. It's an amazing system God has set up. And most real men understand that.
You say because the woman is worth more, you feel like the man should spend more on the women? Is that?
If you have a higher value, then a higher value has to be placed on it. We are not equal. We are not the same. You are the prize. It ain't us. You it. Get this in your head. The value that you are really to men. Now, the fact that you've been undervalued in your life at some point does not change the value.
Say it again.
The actual value is still the same. You are still the only one that can make another human being. You are the only one that can totally encompass the needs of a family.
That nigga full of shit.
First off, I'm mad.
What happened? What was that?
It was still recording.
it was still recording.
Oh shit! Oh, you ain't take that.
Hold on.
They done got some behind the scenes shit.
Hey, just keep moving. We'll take care of that. We'll move that.
Oh,
out the
okay.
way. Just don't acknowledge it.
It's supposed to be hit or miss.
Nope.
No.
No, y'all wanted to do the
Yeah,
beta.
hit or miss.
Oh,
is
okay.
Yeah. So
okay,
it's
okay.
not that one.
Yeah, so
So-
y'all just
so-
move
so-
along like
move
y'all
along.
didn't hear it.
All right.
I could have just,
Edit.
Yeah,
edit.
exactly.
You can still edit.
Right.
I would leave it. Fuck it.
Right. Fuck it.
Yeah, make it easier on you. Fuck it. Hey, why not? Hey, we fuck up from time to time.
So who going first?
I don't know where to start. He said so much shit. Like
Yeah.
it was just, man, it was just.
I got a lot to where I could go.
9 times out of 10, y'all gonna say everything I want to say, and I feel like I done talked enough today. So go ahead.
I got
Let y'all
a
do
lot
it.
to where I want to go. But what you want to?
I'm just saying, he said so many different fucking points where I'm just like, what the fuck are you talking about? Marriage is 85-15. Like, who the fuck's gonna sign up for that? I don't want that shit.
You about to get married.
Right, like who's gonna sign up for 85?
My dumb ass already decided.
But they say like they, you know what I'm saying? Now women are very valuable. You know what I'm saying? Very valuable. But
Nobody's denying that.
Yeah. But it just seems like he just pandering, you know what I'm saying? Just diminish.
That's why
Like, nigga, you ain't worth shit.
that's why we call this segment Pander Slander.
Right.
Because he sure did throw some slanders towards men.
Man, you ain't
pandering to them women,
You
boy.
ain't worth shit. She, you know,
She the prize.
she's the prize. You should be happy to be here. You should suck her fucking toe when she come in the house, if they sweaty or not. You know what I'm saying?
All I want to know is if it's sweaty or not.
Oh, she the only one that can make a baby.
Right. she just produced babies out of her, uterus with no help,
None. None.
Like, man, I know he knows who his core audience is, so I think that's what he was doing. That's it.
He know how his bread is buttered.
Exactly. Yeah. He's focusing on them dollars. Mm-hmm. That's the only logical explanation I can think about.
I'm gonna start off with that.
Yeah.
I got a lot of points I could have started off with. I'm gonna start off with that one. He does know his audience. Yeah. This is a daytime talk show. Let's talk facts. Right. Let's talk facts. Men ain't watching that daytime talk show. That's women. Most people in this crowd are women.
Right.
He sell books.
To women.
To women. Think like a man.
Yep.
Now
what he's doing.
Which it fits with the last topic. Mm-hmm. Telling them to think like a man. And them think like a man got them to now they want to go back to
now they want to go it's all full circle, right?
Makes them want to go back to soft girl era. But
so, we connected the dots without even knowing we connected the dots.
That was good. That was brilliant.
So unprofessional.
Little J. Cole interlude.
J. Cole.
I don't even know how that turned on. But okay, go ahead, brother.
Yeah. So he knows that it's women that he's selling books and that he has a show, a daytime show, who's listening. So he's selling to them.
Right.
But next thing we're going to hit on is this, they'd only want to make a baby. Well, last time that I checked,
biology class
told me you need an X chromosome. You need chromosomes from two species.
Yeah,
we carry an X and Y. They carry two X's.
Right.
No, I don't think it's species because we one species with humans. I think it's
gender,
sex.
Yeah,
gender, sex.
I thought the sperm had to,
it does.
Fertilize the egg.
They changing everything now, but right. Some shit don't change.
Maybe we missed it. They changed some shit we didn't know yet.
No. We are sticking to what we already know, and that is it takes a man and a woman to make a kid. Let's be honest about that. Like, to be honest, look, man, if we want to be for real, just saying that, we are both valuable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because if that one, he's a God-fearing man, then that God don't just make shit. And that it's a reason why it's a man and a woman. Now, you could go with all the pronouns. I'm not talking about y'all. I'm just talking about this right here. Men ain't just here just because we here. They need a man to help make a baby and for us to keep the...
We all serve a purpose.
To put it in short.
Yeah. Man, it just seemed like they just working so hard to diminish,
Well, to me, some people got agenda and some people doing it because they're getting a check.
Right.
To be fair, I want to clarify this, and I want to be brutally honest. Every person walking this planet has an agenda. You, everybody has an agenda. Now, all of those agendas vary.
That's not the agenda I'm talking about.
No, but
talking about like a mass
I see what you're saying.
Agenda.
Yep.
Point withdrawn.
Yeah. There's a certain agenda. And then some people do it for money.
Yeah.
As in, seems like what this might be right here because we already know he's selling books in the show.
Yeah.
So all that really is bullshit, really. I mean, come on, 85-15.
Man, who's gonna sign up for that?
That sounds when you sitting there, when you sitting there and you saying that on a platform that's more cater to a demographic full of women and books cater to a demographic, it sounds good to them. And
Yeah.
they're going to say, hey,
Yeah, you speak
yeah,
it. Yeah,
Steve.
go Steve.
Yeah, well, but guess what? These are the same women that they want equal pay. Mm-hmm. They want, they want equal everything else. Mm-hmm. So how are we gonna do that?
Mm-hmm.
If it's 18,
That's funny how equality seemed to go out of the window when it's more so suited towards y'all. Oh yeah,
Exactly.
It's 85-15. It's
Yeah.
What about equality?
Right. What happened to equality?
No,
you know what equality is, right?
See, I don't even blame them. It goes back to the agenda.
Yeah, but still, you can't be a sheep. You know what I'm saying? You can't just eat up everything. When somebody tell you how to think like a man.
Say it
Right. A lot of them just be eating that shit up.
Say it again.
Yes,
Like, do you have your own mind or not?
That's what I said about the critical thinking. Oh my God.
I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes Stevie saying some good shit.
Yeah, he do.
But this time ain't it. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to dissect the bullshit from, some shit that's useful.
Now, this was going to originally, we was going back and forth between this and the next topic, which was going to be our hit or miss. And we decided this wouldn't be it because obviously.
Yeah, this is easy.
As you already see.
Clear Pander.
Well, we already feel like this.
Pander slender.
Pander Express.
Pander. Pander Express.
I'm going to go get me some Pander Express after the show. Shit.
Yeah.
Nah, man, he full of shit, man. My take is, man, fuck you, man. Fuck that way of thinking. Fuck any woman or man who think like that. That's not how this work, man.
We'll see where it gets you.
Yeah,
man.
Remember them bad record deals we was talking about? That's that 85-15 deal right there. Who's signing that? I ain't signing that shit.
Depending on which way that's going.
Right, exactly.
Either way, that dildo getting lubed up. Where it's going is up to you, buddy.
Right.
Could be to you, could be to her. Probably to you with that 85-15 shit. So, no.
Even though in the record business is different.
Well,
But,
I ain't going there.
Yeah, I'm not going to go in depth to that.
Yeah, but again, that's he's clearly pandering to his audience, and
In our opinion.
Let's keep it 100, because that's part of the reason y'all watch the show. Shit, I'd probably do the same thing if I was getting that kind of chicken. If I was getting that kind of chicken, I'd be out there too. Men suck. Okay, men suck. Men need to lick your feet, cook your dinner, run your bath water.
It's just something.
They should cater to every single need that you have. You shouldn't have to do anything for a man. He should wash your clothes.
I love money. I do.
And
I like what I can get with money.
we're working on things in science so men can have the babies.
I can't do it though. I can't do it though. And this me being real. I can't do that.
Especially he already rich, so
That's the fucking point. I'm being transparent. If I was in his position, okay, if I was making bank like that, I can't sit up here and honestly say I wouldn't do the same thing. Oh, you sell out. Everybody has a fucking price.
I can't do that though.
I could pander to women. Shit.
That's what I'm saying. He already successful. He already there. So
I could pander to women.
What's the?
I sure could.
It just I operate that all money ain't good money.
I agree, but it's
because the thing is, some people don't think about long term effects. So when you
most people don't.
When you do shit,
Yeah,
and I mean,
how much damage you doing?
we're looking at the damage now. Now we got people confused. They don't really know what to do. They don't know if they want an 18. What was that? 85.
85-15.
And they don't know if they want an 85-15 or they want 50-50 or 100-100. They don't know what they want.
Well, to be fair, I mean, I've said this on the show before.
And that's because women have listened to other people. That's pandering in them to get them to sway to do these things.
So they want to get.
Before, remember, they was reading magazines,
right?
And these magazines was the ones behind the agenda.
Cosmopolitans, and No, I've said this on the show before about my own marriage, though. It wasn't as high as 85-15, but I said it was more of a 60-40 thing, more so slanted towards my wife. And I was like, yeah, it's not that I don't do my part. I just know it's not 50-50.
Yeah.
I know she does more. You know what I'm saying? But that's not to say that I don't do anything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Or that your piece is not valuable.
Again, we've communicated this to each other. When I brought that to her attention, she disagreed with me. Because she was like, no, it's not 60-40. She thought it was 50-50. But I'm like, me being reasonable and rational, I'm not saying she's not. But I'm saying from my lens, from my vantage point, I'm thinking, nah, you do a damn good job at making sure this house is ran the way it is. And some men would look at it like
you value what she brings,
and that's my whole point. And some men will look at that like, oh, you're not taking the lead on your household. I am taking the lead, but the difference is everybody's leadership style is not the same. Because my wife looks to me to lead a lot, and a lot of times I defer purposely. I defer because I don't want her to feel like she doesn't have a say. I defer because I don't want her to feel like, oh, I don't have any power. And I'm very aware of that. And I'm also very aware that my daughter is growing up and watching how her mother operates. And I want my daughter also to be aware of the power that she has within herself. So don't settle for a man that doesn't allow you to have a say.
Exactly.
Don't settle for a man that's going to dictate to you.
Right.
So, no, it has to be an equal partnership. And that's, again, I've said this on the show before. My wife taught me about the ideals of partnership. She taught me about that. I didn't know shit about that. She taught me that. So I say it's 60-40. She says 50-50. I don't agree with that, but that's
her saying she values what you bring.
Exactly.
To the table too.
Because she understands my part that I play, the role that I play, and I contribute. And do I do everything she wants? Hell no. No, I don't. She doesn't do everything I want, and I don't judge her for it. I don't knock her for it because I know I don't give her everything she asks for either.
Right.
But when you combine, this is where that partnership comes into play. All that gets rectified in a way when the two sides conjoin. We come together and we become one, as we should be, because we're one when we got married. That's what I'm getting at. So for Steve saying it's 85-25, 85-15 shit for marriage is just like, that may be true in some people's marriage, but it's not true in mine.
And it might work for some people. It might not work for other people.
Yeah, and it wouldn't work for me.
It worked for a simp. But I think I think he's throwing gas.
Say that again.
I said it worked for a simp.
Yeah.
I think he's throwing gas to the fire, though. Like, for people who on the fence about marriage, like, what? 85, 50? Why would I sign up for that?
Right.
Why the fuck? I'd be single for life. Fuck that shit.
Right.
You sound like that. Sound like you were being attacked.
No. I know it ain't 85-15, so I'm good. I'm just saying.
I'm
people
talking
that's
shit.
on the
I'm
fence.
talking shit.
Yeah.
You and K-Bond ain't nothing like that. Y'all situation completely different, man.
Yeah.
So
y'all got it. Y'all got it under control, man.
But I don't mind putting my own experiences. I don't mind putting my own what is you piece of business on. I mean, it ain't really nothing personal. It's just, you know what I'm saying? That's how me and my wife operate. We view things, differently. And I can guarantee the way how we operate, and y'all caught little glimpses of what, how me and my wife operate. And I mean, shit, we've talked in private. Like, that shit wouldn't work for everybody. It wouldn't. And, our mannerisms, the way we talk to each other, the way we treat each other, that wouldn't work for everybody because everybody doesn't have the same temperament to be able to handle those type of things.
Exactly.
And so everything is situational. It definitely is. And
absolutely.
Me and my wife are just kind of, made for each other in those areas.
And you know what? To add to that, stop listening to these people who are not. These folks are not relationship gurus.
Yeah.
This dude is a a comedian that end up doing shows and writing books.
Right.
Talk show, radio
has-
show, Family
Right.
Feud. This nigga, everywhere.
Now, granted, he an OG in life,
Mm-hmm.
and so he knows some things. But a lot of you gotta take that with a grain of salt because
Yeah.
those are things that work for him.
Right.
Everybody's not the same. Like like 1-7 just said. Like everybody's thing ain't the same. You gotta find out what works. For you.
Yeah, right, exactly. Like we always say, take what you can take from, you know what I'm saying? Don't blindly just follow what somebody just saying. Even us.
Get in that
even
fucking,
us.
Take what
Even
fits and move along.
Right.
get in that fucking jab.
Huh?
Nothing.
What you talking about?
I don't want the algorithm to.
We doing good on that.
Yeah, right.
Let's not tear it up. Now.
Right.
If it ain't broke, don't break it.
Go shadow ban on. What'd he say? What'd he say?
Wait.
What'd you-
Rewind it.
rewind
Go
it.
back.
We already felt.
I think you just said something, right?
We already felt like we was.
Well, I said, that's why I mumble that shit like, I ain't gonna say that. We gonna say that for off mic. All right, man, because I can see the time on my phone now. So we had a minute, an hour and 30.
My phone went up. So I'm tired, nigga. I'm tired.
So,
so
phone
we-
quiet quitting.
You heard it here. Topic for next week.
Yeah,
That's
we
already
gonna
on the
talk
board.
about that.
Yeah,
Next week.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead to our hit or miss segment. Go ahead,
right.
brother head.
Hershey been on fire with them jokes.
Hit or miss. Hit or miss. Hit or miss. Hit or miss. Hit or miss.
All right. So for today's hit or miss, remember how this segment works because it fucked it up last week. So make sure I get it right this week.
Get it right.
For this segment, if it's a hit, you'll hear. And if it's a miss, always got to be prepared for that. And so this week, our hit or miss segment, we titled it Beta Males. And you're going to hear why from this this very Animal Planet type clip.
Listen, if I meet a beautiful woman and she has a child, it doesn't mean I won't fuck her, doesn't mean I won't mess with her a little bit, but the chance of me being long-term with that woman while she has another man's kid, for me personally, is 0%. And there's 3 reasons why that is. The first reason is I watched a documentary about gorillas about 6 years ago. And let me tell you something about how gorillas work, right? So
I like this, by the way. I've taken a lot of human sociology based on how animals move.
100%.
Because we act like we're so independent, we're so socialized to deal with shit, but in reality, instinctually, we move like
100%.
exactly. Go ahead.
We're animals, right? So let's look at how gorillas work. So if you have a bunch of gorillas let's say you have 5 gorillas and 5 male gorillas and 5 female gorillas in a fucking, I don't know what you call a pride of gorillas, but a bunch of motherfucking gorillas, yeah? 5 males, 5 females. That's not 5 couples. You have 1 alpha gorilla, fucking all 5 women, and the other 4 gorilla men get no pussy unless they beat the alpha up. But they can't because he's the alpha, he's the big G. So the big G has all the gorillas, right? Once he impregnates one of them gorillas, he doesn't really have that much interest in the baby. And what happens is, once she's knocked up and she has the kid, he's too busy trying to find a new bit of pussy with never had a baby and chasing the other female gorillas. And what happens is the other 4, the beta gorillas, turn up and pretend to look after that baby to get themselves some gorilla puss. That's what happens. So now...
So that was, what's his name? Andrew
Tate.
Andrew Tate and Academics.
Shout
That
out
was
to
that was from them. Mr. Nigerian, is that a hit or a miss for you?
You gonna start with me?
Got to, man. Is that a hit or a miss for you?
But what is he saying?
Yeah,
though?
let's say what he said first.
So we
So
can make a clear distinction.
let's see. We're talking about beta males. So, which one of you compared that to stepdaddies?
Me.
You?
So that sounds like what he's saying. Like a stepdaddy is basically a beta male because he accepted somebody else's kids. You know what I'm saying? To get some,
No.
So what? Okay, so what's the question?
Yeah.
That's what we're trying to say.
What's the question?
So the question would be: Is
he right about?
Yeah, I'm saying is he in his interpretation, because he used the Animal Planet analogy.
Yeah,
you know, he's saying there are alpha males out here.
Mm-hmm.
There are, and he's saying those people who settle. He was using the gorilla analogy.
Mm-hmm.
Once the alpha impregnates the female, he's looking for something else. And I see the comparison. Because some men out here move like that, and I don't condone that shit at all. So I'm saying, is he accurate in his depiction of males? Some males.
I already got mine.
I'm gonna say miss.
You said miss.
I'm gonna say miss.
Why is that a miss for you?
Cause I kind of get what he's trying to say, but at the end of the day, we not the same as gorillas.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We've got complex thoughts and we have conscience. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's just.
Well, no, animals have conscience. Yeah.
We have reason, and you know what I'm saying. I don't think everybody who steps in with a woman who has kids is a beta. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They could be alpha too. You know what I'm saying? They just see a household that, you know what I'm saying, that don't have an alpha.
Mm-hmm.
And they move in and, run the household. So I don't think that. Yeah, I think that's a miss.
That's a miss.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's similar to what her saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there is some dudes out there that's like, I'm gonna do that because for things he's for the reason he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that there's a lot that's just. I really, this girl really like me. I really like her.
Yeah.
We could real compatible. It
Right.
works. She just happened to have a kid.
Yeah. And maybe you start loving her kid, you know what I'm saying? Through her.
Right. And then, who knows? The situation with you and her could be a better situation than the last situation.
Right.
And who knows how that, there's no nothing really saying what's the situation, but prior, she could have made a mistake while she was young, or whatever the case.
Yeah.
So that's a miss.
And then you can't be a beta male if there ain't no alpha male in the house. You know what I'm saying? So how is he a beta when there's nobody else in the house but him?
I mean, he could be a beta as far as how his interactions
approach
is. If he the type of dude to pick the T up than more over the P.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But people don't understand what I'm saying. That's
right.
That's like pimp terminology. He pick up the trick.
Right.
Trick ways more than the pimp ways. Not saying that he a pimp. Just
if he signed the 85-15 360 deal.
Yeah. So basically he picked up the scent way more than picking up the, masculine alpha. Way.
Yeah.
That's a miss for me.
Okay.
See?
All right.
I see. I gave you
you got me this week.
I gave you something this week.
Yeah.
All right.
Merry Christmas, nigga.
Where you going with it?
That's a hit.
Oh shit.
That's a hit for me because
you wouldn't date with nobody with kids. That's why.
That's why.
Yeah, that's right. I knew where you was leading.
I already knew it. I beat him to the punch. He didn't say.
You know what? I was thinking about this. As we were bringing up the segment.
Yeah.
Because I didn't think about it when we was putting it all together. I never do. I'll try to do things on the fly all the time. I try to think on the fly. This is how I keep my mind sharp. Reason I say hit is because a lot of people not going to like my take on it, and that's fine. A lot of people just fucked up out here. Men and women. Don't act like women don't do the same shit for different reasons. There's a different thing about women out here that trap dudes.
Absolutely.
And it's men that trap women.
Yeah.
So I actually agree with not to take away from my hit, but I agree with a lot of the points both of you brothers made. I actually do agree with a lot of that because I've seen some of that in my own life as far as a man coming into the household and raising the child up, even though it's not his child.
Right.
You know, my grandfather, who I'm not biologically related to, but he did the same for me. He's the one that taught me how to be a man.
Yeah, my uncle. Yeah, the same. Yeah,
exactly. So I call him my grandfather. My kids, I refer to him as grandpa. You know, he's not biologically related to me, but he came in my life when I was 7. I met my dad when I was 6. So he came in a year after I met my dad.
Yeah.
So, but the point being, I agree with a lot of what you brother said, but yeah, you know, for me it's a hit because shit, I ain't dating no woman with kids.
Yeah, I mean, and that's not what I was saying. Like, if I had perfectly, you know, I'm dating right, and I got a single woman with no kids, and I'm dating another woman with, of course, I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
And that's based off of, you know, things that's gonna come.
Yeah,
with the person that's having the kids.
Exactly.
So let me.
But
okay.
Well, I don't know. I say this. It could really boil down. I got 2 parts of this. One thing is it could boil down to compatibility. Like the person that don't have a kid could be way worse than the person who got a kid. See, it's things that could come with a person having a kid that could be a plus. Yeah. This person already know how to be a good parent.
Right, you
know
already
what I'm
got
saying?
that proven. Yep.
And then the second part I would say is, you know, you brought up that, you know, women trap dudes. But see, this is why I said, when I was explaining why I said it's a miss, is that we don't know the variables to the backstory.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Of course, when you dating, you want to make sure you're dating the best person possible before you.
Yeah.
You don't. Of course, you don't want to date nobody who trap niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's part of what I was gonna say, because I was gonna pose the question to you, is saying, what if you were more compatible with the woman with your child versus the woman who didn't have the child? But then I also have to I always ask myself this question, even though I'm not in that particular situation. But you know, God forbid I'm ever in that situation one day.
Right.
Who do I see a future with?
Yeah, that's where.
And depending on whatever I'm at in my life, because at the age I am now, at 35, of course, no, I'm not dating no woman with no kid. But let's say if I'm in my 50s and I'm single again, you know what I'm saying? And you know, it's hypothetical. Obviously, I want to be married to my wife until, you know, we no longer here.
Yeah.
But at that point, people, you go through trials, you go through changes, you go through evolutions. And what I mean by that is, shit, in your 50s, mid 50s, you in granddaddy mode. So at that point, you probably more amenable to the idea of being around a woman who has kids. Let's say you dating a woman 20 years younger than you.
Oof.
So you 55, she's 35, same age as us now. Let's say she has, you know, tweens or teens. At that point, you 20 years older, you probably looking at it like, shit, I'm damn near I'm grandfather's age.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm in the grandfather's range. So at that point, you have, I don't want to call it, in other words, you have that essence inside of you to where it's like, I want to pass this on. I want to pass on my knowledge to the youngins.
Yeah.
And so at that point, a person like me and you and probably you, a person who has that idea of, I don't want to date nobody with kids. Once you get to that age, you might have a change of heart, because it's like, I want to pass on this. If you don't have any children of your own, or if you have a bad relationship with your children, or what have we, if it's all situational, like we say, at that point, you might want to. Yeah. But at the age, I can only answer that. I can only say it's a hit from this age when I'm at now. Now, that doesn't mean I completely agree with what Andrew Tate said, because for one, he used that analogy and it's just whatever. But I don't agree with his point completely. Yeah. But I understand the concept of there are people who be out here moving like that. There are dudes that be out here sticking and moving. It's like, I ain't raising that fucking kid. I just want to get a nut off. And there are women that have multiple kids with multiple baby daddies for whatever reason.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? It's, we call it hit or miss. You both said miss. I was saying hit for my reasons. But that doesn't mean I completely agree with him. And I actually agree with some of y'all points. You know what I'm saying? So, but this is what makes it lively for the show. But that's all I'm gonna say on that one.
Yeah.
So, nobody else got nothing to add?
Good conversation. Good conversation.
Well, with that being said, we're gonna bid you adieu.
Adieu.
I can't do a British accent right now.
We're going to bid you adieu.
And I'm not going to, because I don't want to offend them.
I can't do it. Yeah, right. I'm sure they heard very bad ones that were trying. They're like, nah, not.
Yeah. So we're gonna wrap up this podcast so I can go to the loo.
Is that what they call it?
Get some chips. Burgers and chips.
Yeah. There's another word, but I'm not gonna say that. So anyhow, make sure you like and subscribe on YouTube. Comment if you feel free. I think there was a correction we were supposed to make about the Tyrese story.
Oh yeah, he said it's something about that's the second.
That's the second one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And so
he already paying $10,000.
Yeah. So
you gotta pay another $10,000
for another child.
Tyrese.
And sorry for the delay on that. We should have addressed that at the beginning of the show, and I'm gonna make sure I jot that down in the notes.
I wish we had that Smokey on Friday.
Damn. Gotta work on that.
So again, make sure you like and subscribe on YouTube. Make sure you check us out on all the other podcasts and formats. We name them every week.
Follow all the socials.
Yes,
Facebook,
sir.
Twitter, Instagram.
Yep.
TikTok.
TikTok.
TikTok been coming in handy. But yeah, that's been our show for this week, and we'll be. I knew it was coming. We'll see y'all.
That's all, folks.
Oh, that works too, motherfucker. We'll see y'all next week on Uncultured Roots, and we'll definitely be back next week with a good episode with good topics. And y'all be safe out here this week. And
chop blokes.
Much luck. Peace and love to all of y'all.
Peace.